lovely relationship me and my mother have.
The face on your mother could laugh.
That shouldn't be horrible! Don't put that in there.
As their journey continues, Jonathan and Charlotte can reflect on how they've come so far so quickly. But they'll also have to please some tough audiences and face their sternest critic. Teenage singing sensations Jonathan and Charlotte are on an adventure, continuing their musical education in some of Europe's great cities.
I absolutely love being in Italy. I'm a big fan of Italy just generally, and it's, as of yet, everything I've seen has just been gorgeous.
We are
In front of La Scala, Teatro alla Scala.
the most famous opera house in the world.
If you're anyone who's anyone, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, that's where you want to be.
Jonathan seems to want an alternative career as a tour guide.
Interestingly, all of the people on that statue are in fact Leonardo da Vinci's cousins.
Did you make that up?
No.
Okay, that's his lion face. That's not true. Oh, look at that hat. It has music notes. Policeman didn't smile back at me. That was a bit awkward. This ball on the floor right here, if you spin on it on your heel, it apparently gives you good luck. I can't spin on my heel.
You just did it, you crazy fool.
And that, I'm now lucky. If and when the album sells and goes big, it's down to the ball on the floor.
Our album success is riding on a bull's testicles.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You said that!
It's not, it's true. You plant your heel in the crotch of the bull
That's not right, is it?
and you spin.
It is right.
It's correct.
No, that's really cool.
Interestingly, the entirety of the Duomo di Milano was made out of a single piece of stone.
The cute Italian couple.
Oh, too right. And that's why they're wearing red, because they're cute.
While enjoying the grand tour, Jonathan's still coming to terms with how quickly his life has changed.
It's like a complete shift in sort of movement from where I was last year to where I am now. Not only in location, but just in life. If you'd met me a year ago, you wouldn't be aware that I was me at all. It's good to be me.
In his school days, Jonathan had a tough time.
He went into his high school when I was still there. It was in my last year, and it was very difficult for him. You know, I'd go my way and he'd go his in the morning, and I'd feel horrible. I knew that it wasn't going to be a great day for him.
I think a lot of the time when Jonathan was at school, he didn't really say that he had a hard time. I don't really know the full extent of how it was or wasn't. He's the only one that really knows how that felt.
John never really spoke to me about the bullying that goes on at school because I don't think he enjoyed speaking about it. People wouldn't really want to be friends with him because of his size, and they would tend to be really horrible.
I'll say it pretty bluntly, I don't like school. I mean, I had a decent group of friends, but I wasn't confident in myself. I wasn't happy in myself. Which I suppose, it sort of made that group of friends null and void, because you can't like anyone else if you don't like yourself.
For Jonathan, his weight wasn't the real issue. It was only a symptom of an underlying problem with depression.
He wasn't depressed because he was big. He was big because he was depressed, because the depression obviously made him want to eat.
There were much darker times. There were horrifically dark times. I mean, 1 in 4 people have some kind of mental disorder. It's been, well, widely documented. It's not uncommon at all.
I think Jonathan's been depressed for a lot of years. His weight gain started quite young and just built up. It's hard to recognise depression in children because it's so different to adults.
his struggle with depression came to a head and Jonathan dropped out of school.
I was just about to go into sixth form and I would have been with all these lot. In fact, at this point I'd be like the last year of school. But I'm not. I mean, I looked back on the school in year 11 almost bitterly because I'd gradually started to lose my friends. But now I'm back. Yeah, it's closure. It's the end of this little saga.
One friend who did reach out to him was, of course, Charlotte, who had an application form for a certain TV talent show.
I clicked on it and I was reading it and I was kind of like, okay. So I started filling it in and I filled it in originally as just like me by myself. And then I was like, nah, I'm going to put Johnny's name on there too.
If it wasn't for her, he wouldn't have gone. So the fact that she was encouraging him through his depression, really, and she didn't really know how bad he had been or how bad, but it just was the right thing at the right time for him.
Johnny has changed so much in a short amount of time, like for the good. Like he's come out of his shell, he's more confident, he goes out with his friends all the time, like he's so much more bubbly, like he's literally like a completely different person.
My taste in music is quite varied. I like from very heavy metal, like extreme metal, to sort of R&B.
I love most of what he does, but not the really heavy stuff. That's not my cup of tea.
In Italy, thoughts turned to a more classical style of music.
We are at Teatro Comunale, which is a theatre.
Dedicated to who, Johnny?
Dedicated to Luciano Pavarotti. Having both the success and the voice itself that Pavarotti had, it's sort of the ultimate goal. Like, well, for me personally, and I would love to walk in his footsteps, but it would be a very tough job.
On the outskirts of Modena, Pavarotti's hometown, they visit his family tomb.
I think before I got there I didn't really know what to expect, like I didn't really know how I'd react to it. It's not really something that I'd ever think to do. And then when you actually get there, it's actually quite a intense sort of peacefulness, if that's a thing. Seeing Johnny's reaction to the whole kind of family too almost took me back a little bit more, because then I realised how much he actually does look up to Pavarotti as an opera singer. There are many similarities between the two of them.
He meant a lot to the world, and in spite of him being gone, the light that was him still shines so brightly.
Although they were already friendly, Jonathan and Charlotte's success has meant spending a lot of time together.
We've kind of just been there with each other the whole way through the process, especially in the kind of last, I think, 8 to 9 months. We've had a lot of intense time together, and I'm glad that we have, because it has actually brought us a lot closer than we probably would have been if we'd never have done any of this.
We've grown a lot closer as friends, and it's been really great like having Charlotte around, just because whenever we talk we laugh.
The two singers might never have performed together without a moment of inspiration from their singing teacher.
They were in the same GCSE group, and I thought their voices would be interesting together. They both had very strong voices, so I felt in that respect that they would balance each other well. absolutely blown away, I have to say, because they both sort of seem to rise to the challenge of, I don't know, something about having two voices together. You get more than the sum of the parts, if you like. And I hope that they will really make the most of the travels and the experiences that they have and use that to further develop as people and as singers, of course.
To make it in the big league, Jonathan and Charlotte will have to work with the very best. Next stop, Paris, and a masterclass with one of the world's finest opera stars. Jonathan and Charlotte are in Paris for a masterclass with an opera star. But first, they have another duty to perform.
I asked you to wish my dad happy 70th birthday.
Yeah, sure. What's his name? Happy 70th birthday, Michael.
Happy birthday!
Woo!
Yeah!
So good. Today we are in Paris, next to the Eiffel Tower, and we're here to see Rolando Villazon, which is